A huge real estate deal involving downtown buildings, small-time investors, and millions of dollars that seem to vanish.
A new at 10 Call for Action's Keith King details the defunct deal and reveals who victims say is the mastermind behind it.
Mark and Krista, I'm out in front of this historic building near 9th and Main downtown. A local businesswoman saw an opportunity to buy this and convinced a lot of people to invest. But promises of a quick profit never happened, leaving those investors and the FBI to ask, what happened to all that money? The former New York Life building, with its regal exterior, stands out in the downtown landscape. In 2010, it was for sale. One interested buyer needed money and sought out investors. I
had a financial advisor that was handling my funds, and I got a phone call from him one day, and he recommended this investment.
Investors like Bonnie Rooks were told they could loan money for just 15 days, enough time for the building sale to go through. They'd get their money back plus a 10% return. Not bad. Rooks put in $95,000, most of her life savings.
He said that my money would be safe.
Jim Mabry found out his retired father-in-law invested $50,000. The 88-year-old now lives in assisted living.
How was he with his money?
Just being a Depression-era child. He was very conservative with his money.
The interested buyer, Brenda Wood. At the time, better known for cleaning buildings instead of buying them. The Leavenworth County woman owns PCI, Professional Cleaning and Innovative Services, cleaning everything from classrooms to boardrooms. Investors made the loans to Wood and her company. She also found big money investors, some sinking hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars of their own money. But the New York Life building deal fell apart. The Catholic Diocese bought it. Court documents show Wood tried to recoup losses by trying to buy a second building, the former AMC headquarters. That, too, fell through.
My first reaction is this lady is taking flipping houses to the max.
In 2012, investors got the news they feared. Wood filed for bankruptcy, claiming a whopping $13.3 million in debts. Her bankruptcy lists at least 10 investors and a bank out more than $12 million. Ugly legal battles accuse Wood of check kiting, forging documents, and operating a Ponzi scheme. Kansas City attorney Diane Nygaard.
What lulled them into a false sense of security were the representations made by the broker and Brenda.
Nygaard sued the security firm that employed their financial advisor. 3 people settled for an undisclosed amount. None of it came from Wood.
There's a confidentiality situation, but I can say Brenda did not compensate them.
Brenda Wood's bankruptcy record shows she lives in a 5-bedroom, 4,000-square-foot home. Our view from SkyTracker shows it sits on 32 acres in Leavenworth County. It's valued at just under $600,000. Wood now operates her cleaning company out of her Lansing real estate office.
Hi, Brenda. Keith King, 41 Action News.
We asked her for an on-camera interview several times, but she declined. So we caught up with her outside of her office.
What happened to all that money, Brenda? What do you tell your investors, Brenda? What do you tell the investors?
And finally this. In April, the bankruptcy court trustee stated Wood concealed or destroyed records, failed to explain the loss of assets, and made false statements. The court ruled not to release her from her debts.
I'm not doing this on my own.
Now a lot of people are left to wonder, how did the owner of a janitor company clean up with all their money?
My main question is, where's the money and where do they go from here?
I've had to go back to work, yes. I've had to take a job making a lot less money than I was making before I retired.
Is there any way, in your words, to describe what this has been like for you?
It's just very stressful. It was very, very stressful.
While no criminal charges have been filed, the FBI is investigating. As for Wood's home, it is in her husband's name and debtors cannot touch it. For Call for Action, I'm Keith King.